Welcome to Nature of Science Day 2, Observations with Tools. Today, we're going to be learning about scientific observations and how they are different from non-scientific observations. So last class, we covered a little bit about observations, that we had to use our 5 senses. If you turn to look at the observations sentence starter poster, you can see that observations, good ones at least, start with maybe I see, I taste, I hear, I smell, I feel. So we are going to be using these sentence starters and sentence starters like this to cover scientific observations. So first of all, let's review what are the 5 senses. Take 10 seconds with your partner. Go. Okay, and even if you didn't get them all, they are taste, touch, smell, sight, and hearing. So let's review that again. The 5 senses are taste, touch, smell, sight, and hearing. Let's move on. Scientific observations use one of the 5 senses and at least one adjective or describing word. So we have an example here. I saw that the phone was shiny. This is a scientific observation because it uses one of the 5 senses, sight, I saw, and it has at least one adjective or describing word. Here, shiny, one adjective. So we can see that this is an adjective. It's describing, the shiny is describing the phone. So we have sight, I saw, that's one of the 5 senses. And then we have a describing word. We saw the phone, but we didn't just see it. We saw that it was shiny. Okay, let's move on. So this sentence is a scientific observation. What about this sentence? Neil deGrasse Tyson observed that the lemon tasted bitter. Is this a scientific observation? We have one of the 5 senses here, taste, and we have one adjective or describing word. So yes, it is a scientific observation because we have one of the 5 senses, tasted. Then we have one describing word, bitter, and this bitter is describing the lemon. All right, let's play a game. True or false? The next sentence is a scientific observation. Alice S. Huang felt that the table surface was smooth. Is this a scientific observation or is it not a scientific observation? Does it have one of the 5 senses? Does it have an adjective or describing word? Let's take 20 seconds with your partner. Discuss. Do you think this is a scientific observation or not? Okay, hopefully you have an answer. We're going to move on. Yes, that sentence was a scientific observation. Alice S. Huang felt, that's one of the 5 senses, touch, that the table surface was smooth. That is one adjective or describing word. And notice that Alice S. Huang is feeling the table surface, and then she's describing the table surface with the adjective here. So let's try another problem. Oh, that sentence was, yeah, we're good here. True or false? The next sentence is a scientific observation. Mario Molina tasted the chocolate. Now we have another 20 seconds. Let's ask ourselves with our partner, does it have one of the 5 senses? Does it have an adjective or describing word? Go ahead and take 20 seconds. Discuss. Is this a scientific observation? Okay, hopefully you have an answer. And false. This is not a scientific observation. Mario Molina tasted the chocolate. We have one of the 5 senses, tasted the chocolate. But where is the describing word? We don't have a describing word describing how the chocolate tasted. So since we're missing a describing word, it's not a scientific observation. So now look at the timer. How much time do we have left? Note. We're going to use this time to sort the cards with your partner. There should be a stack or a set of cards on your table for you and your partner. Some of the cards have good scientific observations on them. The other cards do not have scientific observations on them. So your job now, with the time you have left, is to sort through which sentences are scientific observations, which sentences are not scientific observations. Remember, we're using does the sentence have one of the 5 senses, and does the sentence have an adjective or describing word with it. Go ahead and pause this video so you can sort through those cards. Hopefully you paused this video. We're going to move on now. If you haven't paused, pause now. How well do you understand what we just covered? Really well, not so well, I don't really understand all of it, or I don't understand this at all. Discuss with your partner, how confident are you that you will be able to do this on your own? Go into as much detail as possible. After that, this video is done and you can wait until you switch to the next station or receive other instructions. Great. Have a good day.